We're on page 14. We're first going to explain something. Let's just think a little bit about the sum of an arithmetic sequence. And you will remember that the sum for an arithmetic sequence Sn equals n divided by 2, square bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. The question that we need to ask ourselves, how will the sum to infinity look like? Okay. Will it be a number? So we call it that it's diverging. So if it diverges, it just gets more and more to an infinite big number. So it is not advisable for us to work out the sum to infinity for arithmetic sequences. Okay? But let's just look at this. We say that Sn equals a times 1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r. Now, there's three scenarios that can arise here. Let's say that this r, right, is bigger than, say it is 2, a positive number, right? If we start with 2, what will be the next term? It will be 4, right? What will be the next term? No, 8. Yeah. Okay. And the next would be 16 plus and so on. Now, the first thing that we can see, if this r is positive, we're landing up that this series also diverges. Can you see that? That's scenario 1. Scenario 2, if this r is negative 2, then the first one will be negative 2, plus the next one will be 4, plus the next one will be minus 8, plus the next one will be 16. So we can see that this will also diverge. But it is also oscillating. So it's positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Can you see that? Okay. Just want to erase that we can clearly see it's a plus. Right. The third option is when this r is, say, a half. So if we start, it's going to be a half plus a quarter plus an eighth plus a 16th. So because it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, we say that this is converging. Diverge means it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Converge is saying it's getting smaller. It's getting smaller to go to zero. Now, obviously, there is another option as well, and that is if this R is negative a half, then I'm going to have negative a half plus a quarter plus minus an eighth plus a 16th and so on. So this also converge and it's also oscillating. The question is, we saw here that arithmetic sequences, we see that they diverge. So they're just getting bigger and bigger, so we can't calculate to infinity. So because these two are diverging, we cannot calculate it to infinity. You see, the converging ones is, if I, for argument's sake, if I've got something representing 1, this represents 1. If I start and I add a half, and now I go add a quarter. So first I added a half, then I added a quarter, then I added an eighth, then I added a 16th. Do you think I will ever get to 1? So in this case, it is converging to 1. So I can calculate the sum to infinity. All right? And we can calculate the sum to infinity when this R is greater than minus 1, but smaller than 1. Now, if we look, this is the if. We can only do this in this case, if. Now, let's look at the formula. The formula says Sn equals A times 1, look at me, minus R to the power n over 1 minus R. But if I look at this R to the power n, as n becomes infinite, Rn is approaching 0. So what we simply do is we go back to this and we say the sum to infinity is then as Ra bracket 1 minus 0, because Rn tends to 0. You must write this as part of your proof. So that say over 1 minus R. So the sum to infinity is simply A over 1 minus R. So let's look at example 1. Example 1 on page, I've got it as page 15. I don't know your English textbook. Sorry? on page 17. Okay. They say, determine the sum to infinity of the series 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus blah, blah, blah for an infinite number of terms. So first things first, it is 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus, and this is going to infinity. Now to calculate this to infinity, the formula say the sum to infinity equals A over 1 minus R. So I need A, and A is, undo, A is 16, so that's A, and R equals 8 divided by 16 is a half there. So all I do is I say the sum to infinity equals 16 divided by 1 minus a half. Okay, still with me? And that gives me what? $32. Great. So it is approaching 32. All right, got it? Example 2. Example 2 is saying, look at the series 16K plus 8K squared plus 4K cubed plus, and so on up until whatever. Now they ask, number 1, they ask, for which values of K will the series converge? Now, when will a series converge? A series will converge if R is greater than minus 1 or it is smaller than 1. So now I'm going to solve this inequality. So minus 1, and this R is 8K squared divided by 16K divided, it must be smaller than 1. So let's simplify that. Minus 1 equals, and this leaves me with a half K smaller than. So now I must multiply with 2. So minus 2, so K must be greater than minus 2 and smaller than 2. If this is the case, then my series will converge if K is that value. Now they say, and you see this is when you read your exam papers, if you didn't get number 1, you should get number 2. Because number 2 is saying, I give you K. I tell you K is minus 1,5. So that minus 1,5 is 3 over 2. Now the question is it converging? Yes, it is converging. K is greater than minus 2, but smaller than 2. So I now know if that is K, then R, I calculated R as 8K squared over 16K. I calculate that is half a K. So then R is simply a half times 3 over 2. So R is what? R is what? 3 over 4. What is A? Well, A is 16k, so it is 16 times 3 over 4, and that would be 12. Do you agree with me? No, that's not correct. You know what? No, just hold on. That's wrong. And I'm going to show you now why it's wrong. Because k is not 3 over 2. K is minus 3 over 2. Okay? It's minus 3 over 2. So that means R is minus 3 over 4. Is that possible? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not right. Um, 3 over 4 is minus 0.75. Is that correct? So yes, that's correct. Then A is 16 times minus 3 over 4. And 4 goes into 16 4 times. How can A be 24 according to them? You see what I mean? I strongly disagree. It's minus 24. Not they got minus 24, but I get minus 12. Take 16 and multiply it for me with minus 0.7. Oh yes, you're right. You're right. That's where I made my mistake. Thank you so much. Yeah, because it is k, and k is minus 3 over 2, and that will give me minus 24. And now simply I go and I say that, well, the sum to infinity will then be a, which is minus 24, divided by 1 minus r, which is minus 3,4. And I put that into my calculator, and I get minus 96 over 7. And that means that we will have to do exercise 7. I think it's on your page 17.